What is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's is a progressive brain disease that slowly destroys memory and thinking skills, and eventually the ability to even carry out everyday tasks. An estimated 6.7 million Americans aged 65 and older are living with Alzheimer's dementia today. Although treatment can help manage symptoms, and for some people, potentially slow it down, there is no cure. But every day, researchers are working hard to develop treatments that will do more than what's available today. Alzheimer's disease develops gradually, and its onset may not be obvious at first. But the damage to the brain begins years before symptoms occur. Let's explore what happens in the brain of a person with Alzheimer's. Two abnormal protein fragments, called beta amyloid and tau, began accumulating in the brain, which damage and eventually kill brain cells. These proteins are commonly referred to as plaques and tangles. They start here in the hippocampus, the part of the brain where memories are first formed. As the disease progresses, the plaques and tangles slowly destroy the hippocampus, and it becomes harder for a person with Alzheimer's to form new memories. Simple recollections from a few hours or days ago are just not there. Over time, more plaques and tangles spread into different regions of the brain, killing cells and compromising cognitive and physical abilities. The damage caused by the spreading of the disease results in different symptoms. We use these symptoms to define the different stages of the disease. Eventually, the damage spreads here to this region of the brain, the temporal lobe, where language is processed. When that happens, it gets harder to find the right words or follow a conversation. Next, as the disease progresses, it affects the front of the brain where logical thinking takes place, making it difficult to plan, problem solve, and make decisions. Slowly, it moves to the part of the brain where emotions are formed. When this happens, the person with Alzheimer's gradually loses control over their moods and feelings, and their personality can change. In the later stages, the disease moves on to the areas of the brain that make sense of the world around us, including what we see, hear, and smell. In this stage, Alzheimer's can affect a person's senses and can even cause hallucinations. Eventually, the plaques and tangles cause significant damage throughout the brain as they spread and erase a person's oldest and most precious memories. Finally, the disease impacts a person's balance and coordination. And in the very last stage, it destroys the part of the brain that regulates the lungs and breathing. And then, eventually, it also affects the heart's ability to function. The progression from mild forgetting to death is slow and takes place over time, an average of about 8 to 10 years. Although there's currently no cure for Alzheimer's, there is reason to hope. There are many promising developments on the horizon as breakthrough drugs and treatments are tested and become available. Meanwhile, information, programs, services, and resources are available for families, caregivers, and people living with Alzheimer's. Contact Alzheimer's Los Angeles at 844-435-7259 or our website at www.alzheimersla.org for more information. Until there's a cure, we'll provide the care.